So welcome back, everybody. What I want to start doing now is kind of reviewing an album a week. And I think it's really important to review just an album at a time because there's so much to be said just about one record. A band goes through so much just to write some great music, and for me to just talk about 10 at a time when I throw some vinyls at you, I don't think is really fair. So I really want to push great music on people that I think they'll really enjoy, because when I get into something, I really love it, and I want someone to love it as much as I do. So I'm going to proceed today with an album that I've been listening to for the past month or so that I think is absolutely spectacular. And it's by a band called Grizzly Bear, and the album is called Veckatimest. It's come out in 2009, so it's about a year and a half old, and even though it's not brand new, I still want to talk about it. And I want to talk about all kinds of albums, whether they're new or they're old, because no matter what, music is music, and it'll make a big impact on your life. So Grizzly Bear is from Brooklyn, actually. They're local to me. I'm from North Jersey, so it's pretty cool knowing that they're local boys. And they're kind of like a space rock, psychedelic folk band. There's not really an easy way to classify them, but something they've been doing in the past with their music is layering a lot of vocals together to make this kind of dreamy texture with their music. And it really is beautiful, and I think that with this album they've really come into their own. So I want to talk a little bit about their sound and the production of the album. Chris Taylor, the bass player, actually produced the record, which gives them a huge amount of control to do whatever they want. I mean, sometimes when you sign to a major label, you have a producer assigned to you and you have lots of restrictions on what you can do, whether it's your budget or your record label is pushing for you to do an album with a certain kind of sound to break into a certain audience. But with Grizzly Bear, they can kind of do what they want. And I've also read that they can take their mobile recording unit and take it anywhere. So you can take it into the woods and record, which is so cool because just being in a certain environment allows you to have a certain sound to your music. I mean, if you're practicing in the same room all the time, it's just going to have kind of a dead sound, I think. It's really important to go different places. So as far as songwriting goes, like I said before, these guys are really trying to keep a pop sensible sound to their songs while not sacrificing their vocal textures. And you can hear that in songs like 2 Weeks and While You Wait for the Others. Those are the two hits on the album, and they have two music videos too. I'll put them in the bar below so you guys can watch them. Some of my favorite songs on the album are not the hits, actually, even though I love them, but my two favorites are the opening track is called Southern Point, and a track in the middle of the album called Ready Able. And I remember the first time I heard this song, my friend Ellen showed me the song, and I was actually in Brooklyn when I heard it, which is kind of funny since they're from there, and it just hit me so hard. Just the sound of that song is just so haunting, but it's haunting in a positive way. Like, any worry I had in my mind at that point just went completely away, and I could just think about the music, and it kind of took me to this surreal kind of place in my mind. And I know that kind of sounds far out and trippy and whatever, and you can say whatever you want, but it's a great song, and they actually also made a music video for that one too, even though it's not as popular as the other two. I'm going to put that in the link below, and I really think that's the one you should check out first, because that one just completely moved me, and I couldn't stop listening to it. Now, when a band is recording an album, sometimes you can feel when you're on the edge of something really great. I'm in a band, and I play music, and I write music consistently, and sometimes you just write some shit. Other times you write stuff and you think, nah, it's alright, and sometimes you write some stuff and you can just tell that it's really going to connect with somebody. And I think that this band knew that when they were creating this album, and you can really feel it when you listen to it. And I think what this album means for the future of the band is that they just have endless possibilities from now on. What I want to do now is kind of do this every week and give you guys a synopsis of a record that has really changed my life, even if it's for just a week at a time. I think music is just something that can really move people, and there's nothing better than just sitting back, when you have nothing else to do, just listen to a whole album, kind of like it's a movie, and appreciating the sound of what's going on and what the artist was thinking when they created that album. So take a listen, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next album review. Take it easy.